Peace and blessings, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the Urban Bread Podcast, Birth of a Nation. We're going to go ahead and get into this reading. I hope everyone is having a great day. Let me put these bifocals on, and we're going to get started, okay? Let's see. First part to come out, and it came out in the upright, is the Two of Swords. That's the Two of Swords. Next card to come out is the Six of Cups. We have Scorpios out there, water signs. That's the Six of Cups. We also have air signs out there, Libra. I'm a Libra. Uh-oh, let me see. Too many cards. Next card to come out is the Five of Swords, and it came out in the upright, okay? Seems like you've been dealing with a difficult decision. Maybe you was dealing with somebody that wanted to win at all costs, always kept up some type of conflict. So, but it looks like you came out of some type of abusive relationship. But somebody's reminiscing on that, but you walked away from it. I can tell that it was a difficult decision to make, but you cut the cord on something, right? Something that was weighing you down. Let me get some more cards. Whatever it is, obviously it's not weighing you down no more. Stuck, no changes, limited. Let's see. Travel. Okay, maybe some of y'all getting ready to travel. Girl fight, jealous vibes, arguments, physical fight. Somebody's in that fight energy or whatever. Maybe they having arguments or whatever. I feel like somebody somewhere is arguing about you, okay? Probably because of the decision that you made, and it took you a long time to make it, but you moving forward, you're not stuck, you're not wasting no more time. And whatever that past relationship or friendship or maybe even a job that you were in, you felt like you were stuck because there was no type of change going on. But you're no longer stuck, and you're moving on and you're traveling. But somebody is sending like jealous vibes your way. Somebody is getting into arguments with maybe other people. Some people maybe a physical altercation because they're mad about what you got going on. Maybe they tired of hearing people talking about what you got going on. Boss, yeah, you and your boss energy, boss lady energy, you know, everything is panning out for you. Like I said, if you're a business owner, stable, rich, this says boss daddy, but you know, masculine or feminine. Big dick energy. Yeah, you in your bad bitch era, bad bitch energy, right? But like I said, some of y'all getting ready to travel. You know, it's summertime now. School is out, the kids are out, so go ahead and get them passports ready, get them bags ready, because you're no longer like wasting time. You're taking care of you, and you're doing what's best for you now. I'm going to pull from my Urban Truth Oracle. And I'm also using my Classic Tarot. I love the Classic Tarot. But we also mix it up with these oracles. Let's see. Love bomb and withdraw. They overwhelm you with affection, then disappear without warning. This confusing cycle keeps repeating. Yeah, hopefully you're not on a cycle with a love bomb, and I'm hoping for most of the collective we've moved away from that type of energy because we've already started stepping into our new. But I feel like maybe that's why you walked away from some stuff, because of the love bombing, and you withdrew your energy, right? Because some things was just overwhelming, right? And you're no longer in a confusing cycle because somebody wanted to keep you on a cycle. I feel like that's what this fight is about right here. And that's what the arguing and the jealousy is about, because somebody wanted to keep you on that cycle, on that merry-go-round, right? But you withdrew your energy and you walked away from it. So being that you are gone, they're probably the ones that stuck, because whatever their next relationship is, or whatever they're into, they're still stuck in that cycle. They're still on that Ferris wheel going around and around, that merry-go-round, because maybe they just haven't learned some lessons, right? But you made that difficult decision. You made the decision to kind of like walk away and do your own thing. And you made a decision just to pour back into yourself. So like I said, a lot of y'all going to be traveling now. And that person or those people are still stuck. And they still stuck because of the mindset that they continue to be in, you know? They don't really want to change nothing. Have a couple more cards to come out. Stop chasing approval. Yeah, you don't need validation to be worthy. Approval isn't the goal. Your truth stands on its own. Okay? Yeah, you stop chasing and wanting the approval from others, and maybe from a certain relationship or whatever. You don't need the validation. You had somebody or some people in your energy that they seek validation through other people, you know, and other things outside of themselves. But one thing that you need to remember is that you don't need validation to be worthy. Approval isn't the goal. Your truth stands on its own, meaning like you stand in your true authenticity, right? Your true authentic self. You can stand on your own. You self-check and you self-validate, right? That's probably the one thing. The main thing that a lot of people don't really like about you and your energy is because you don't seek the approval of others. Like, you do your own thing. You're your own person. You're your own man. You're your own woman, you know, and it takes a lot of work on yourself in order to get to that level, because a lot of people still, you know, worry about what other people say. They maybe worry about what people say on social media, you know, how they look, how they dress, what they drive, where they live, how much money they make. But you stopped chasing the approval of others a long time ago. And so you are fully in your power. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Okay? You are no longer chasing approval. Upgrade your life. Okay? Small improvements compound fast. Your habits shape your future. You're building a better version of yourself. Yeah, you've been working on yourself. You are on the road to success. You have upgraded your life. Like some of y'all, that travel card probably came out because a lot of y'all have relocated. Y'all have, you know, moved, whether it's a different city, a different state, a new job, you know, maybe you're in a new romantic partnership, you know, and so you have pretty much upgraded from your old life. And that's because you worked on yourself. You know, you did a deep dive into self, and you are becoming, and you have become a better version of yourself. So kudos to you for becoming a better version. Let me see. I'm going to pull a couple more. This one wants to come out. It came out of reverse, though. When you follow, this is aligned with your truth, okay? When you follow what feels right, your life falls into place. Clarity leads your next step. If you've been doubting your intuition, please stop, okay? Go ahead and walk through that doorway, kind of like taking a leap of faith. Align with your true self. When you come into alignment with self, you will step into divinity, okay? That is when you become being a divine masculine or divine feminine, when you have mastered self, when you have aligned with yourself, when you have aligned with the truth, your true self. You cannot step into divinity until you have come into balance. And when I say come into balance, meaning your masculine and your feminine, like you know who you are wholeheartedly. You know who you are as a male, as a female, as a man or a woman, you know, as a king or a queen, god and goddess. This is like goddess energy, Christ consciousness. You know, you're coming into alignment, and you are coming into alignment with the divine. You know, you stepping into divinity. That's a good thing as well, okay? So you are clear on a lot of things. You have gained clarity about maybe a lot of people you had in your energy, maybe a lot of places that, you know, you used to go, you stopped going, you know, because you started working on yourself. But you gained clarity and realized that it was certain things and certain people in certain places that didn't serve your higher good. So you moved on. You moved on from that energy. Let me pull from my What's the Tea Oracle and see what's going on. This is my What's the Tea Oracle. I hope that my reading so far is giving confirmation and clarity to a lot of y'all that are watching. But if not, we're going to continue to pull some more cards. bad habits, drugs and denial, repeated mistakes, can't break the loop. Yeah, you've let go some bad habits as well. You know, I don't know, maybe some of y'all maybe had some addictions out there, whether it was drug addictions, or sometimes you can be, you know, addicted to people. You know, you can be addicted to a number of things, and you've come out of that denial. You know, you're no longer repeating the mistakes. You know, you broke that cycle. You're no longer in this energy right here of those bad habits, okay? But I have a feeling that somebody that you left behind is, like, they're still doing some of the same toxic stuff. And that's why they're kind of upset and angry, because you've moved on and you decided not to sit in that energy and that toxicity with them. Jackpot, unexpected windfall. You hit the jackpot, okay? Coming into alignment with yourself, stepping into divinity, becoming one with the universe and the divine. Yeah, you hit the jackpot. You at the right place at the right time. Big blessings ahead. So you have a lot to look forward to, being that you stepped into your new and you left behind a lot of old habits, a lot of bad habits, a lot of addictions. You know, you got off that wheel. You're no longer repeating those mistakes. And because of that, you hit the jackpot. You know, you come into alignment with yourself. You have mastered self. And you did it at the right time, because whatever you left behind and whatever you did, it was meant to happen. It was meant to go that way. You were on that cycle for so long because you hadn't learned the lessons yet. But now that you have learned those lessons and you took time out for self and you sat with yourself and you worked on yourself, you have big blessings ahead. You know, you have blessings ahead. So if you have been discouraged, not realizing or not knowing what your next is going to be, and you know, even if you stepped into your next and you're still fearful of what that means for you, you don't have anything to worry about, because you are being divinely guided and you have hit the jackpot, okay? You're going to be just fine. No worries, baby. Pull some more. These cards are new, so sorry about that. I hate when they go all over the place, so that's why I try to keep them kind of close. Yeah, here we go. Fake accounts. Lurking on your socials, hidden identity, can't stop watching you. Yeah, for some of y'all, you have people out there that's making fake accounts. They watching everything that they do. They lurk that you do. They're lurking on your social medias, you know, hidden identity. Okay, they can't stop watching you because you're winning right now. But it's okay. And for a lot of you out there, you have a number of people watching you. You know, some are inspired and some are just filled with envy and jealousy. But it's okay, because we're going to keep going. We're going to keep moving. We're not going to get discouraged. We're not going to let nothing or nobody stop us. Oh, this one comes out. Let's see. Maybe them cards are going all over the place right now. But the next card to come out was Love on the Brain. Love on the Brain. Lost in fantasy. Can't stop thinking of them. Love that never left. Yeah, you have somebody with love on the brain. They can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, a love that never left. If you are the one that got away, you're going to forever be on this person's brain, okay? Because they see that you're winning right now, and it's really nothing they could do about it. They hate the fact that you're winning without them. That's exactly what that is. But it's okay. You are on the right track. You are doing great. And for a lot of y'all definitely been in y'all bag. This hustle card came out, making it rain, focused on the bag. Money is the mission. Yeah, you in your bag right now. You hustling. You working on something. You making something shake, okay? You making it rain. You are focused on the bag right now. And I'm happy for that, because I know I'm focused on my bag right now. Definitely. So continue to stay focused on your coins, baby. And whoever you had to leave behind, that's the way the universe arranged it. You were meant to get off that wheel. You know, you were meant to come out of that confusion and come out of that chaos. And you were meant to gain clarity. You know, the tower had to fall so you can see yourself. You know, for all the people that didn't see you for who you were, the universe shook some stuff up and shook some shit up and moved some shit around. That way you can see you clearly. And for a lot of us out there, you know, you probably had to either break some hearts or you got your heart broken in the process. But look at where you are now. So just keep moving forward, keep pressing forward. Don't let nothing stop you. You know, keep focusing on your coin, because you hit the jackpot and blessings are on the way. You just stay focused and you stay grounded and you do everything that it is that you need to do and continue, okay? The next one to come out, romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover, passion over loyalty. Yeah. Some of you are in some new relationships, new romantic love affair, and yeah, passion overload. Let me tell you, I can see why you probably walked away from a person because they had so many secrets, and some of them had secret lovers, probably was cheating or whatever. Um, yeah, passion over loyalty. They didn't see you because they were so busy doing other things. You know, they were so busy looking for that quick fix, right? And a lot of them was thinking with their lower nature, in their lower nature, you know. So that's exactly why they couldn't see you, because they had so much other stuff going on and so many different distractions that they couldn't see you. But guess what? The universe made sure, and the Most High made sure that you see you, and that's all that matters, because self-love is the best love. When you started loving on yourself again, that's exactly what shook some shit up. When you started setting those healthy boundaries, that shook a lot of stuff up. And this is why, yeah, this is why you had to move around. Okay, you had to know your worth. You definitely had to know your worth. Go back to this one. I want to clarify the romantic love affair. Okay, for the romantic love affair, I have the Lover's card to come out. Okay, love, harmony, relationship, union. You've come into a union. You've stepped into a divine union. And the divine union doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be that union with self. You know, like you have brought, like the yin and the yang, you know, you have brought your masculine and feminine into balance now. You know, you have mastered self. So the Lovers is harmony, you know, partnerships. Yeah. But this card right here signifies Venus in the upright. We have air signs out there. We have Gemini signs out there. You know, like I said, we have Libras out there. This is you coming into union with self, and you coming into union with a divine partner. Okay, this is two people living in harmony. Two people with reciprocal love. Okay. A choice, the strength of two together. Yeah, that's two. That's two people right there. I can see why people are watching you and making fake accounts trying to see what you got going on, because they know that you hit the jackpot with this new love. Whether it's your love of self or love with another partner, you hit the jackpot with it. So you are on a trail of good fortune, okay? You hustling, you are in your bag, you doing everything that it is that you're supposed to do, and you're on the right track. So like I said, don't give up, you know, stay grounded, stay on your square, okay? Because the universe is blessing you, and the universe is rewarding you because you did that work on yourself. And like I said too, the travel card came out. So either a lot of y'all have moved, or a lot of y'all are getting ready to travel, you know, taking trips, getting passports, you know, enjoying life now because you have upgraded. You have upgraded your life, you know, and your life upgraded because you worked on yourself and you were determined to become a better version of yourself. So that's why the windows of heaven is opening up for you, because you have become a better version of yourself. You manifested this. Celebration. 3 of Cups came out in the upright. I can't make this shit up. Here we go. Okay, you being celebrated. Okay, you're celebrating right now. You have cups. You know, your cup overflowing right now. You have reciprocal love, friendships, community of people. You know, happiness, joy, peace all around you. You have people celebrating you, and maybe for the first time in a long time, you're celebrating yourself. You're actually celebrating yourself. So that's a good thing. Okay, shout out to all of the people that celebrate themselves, okay? And if you haven't, you should start doing that more. Start celebrating yourself, okay? Start being thankful, being humble, and being grateful for the victory, because a lot of y'all came out of some tough cycles, okay? And you did it all on your own. Well, I can't say on your own, but with the help of the divine, because you were divinely guided. So be thankful for that. I'm going to take a couple of more cards, and then I'm going to get out of here. The next card to come out and come up in the upright, okay? That is the 6 of Pentacles. We have earth signs out there, Taurus. Yeah, you're a very giving person. And that's exactly why you are receiving right now, because you've been very generous with other people. You have been, you know, you have been the one to give. Like, you see how this person has all these pentacles right now? The divine has put you in a position where you can definitely be the giver, you know? and not the borrower. You see how this person is giving, you know, and the scales are balanced right there. That's because that person did the work. That's because the divine is rewarding them and abundance is on their side, okay? Because of all the seeds, all the good seeds they planted, because of them being such a generous person, a sharing person, a fair person, okay? And they are receiving all of their pinnacles, and they're receiving everything good and everything positive from the universe. The windows of heaven have opened up for you, okay? I'm going to take one more card, and then I'm going to get out of here, okay? I can see the bottom card. I had to take it. This is the devil energy, and it came out in the upright. Shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction, sexuality, temptation, seduction. We have earth signs out there. Capricorn, okay? Yeah, the devil came out in the upright. Okay, so a lot of people, they're sad to see you walk away because you closed some cycles, and they're still in that devil energy, right? They're still dealing with some sort of addictions, temptation, you know, destructive behavior, whatever. But you have come out of all that. You left all that toxicity alone. You have people that were really codependent on your energy, right? And they probably didn't really realize that, and you didn't realize it until after you walked away and closed the cycle. But yeah, you are no longer in chaotic, toxic energy or cycles, you know. No more destructive behavior for you. You have healed. You have come out of those addictions, and you have worked on self, and you have become a better version of yourself. You have upgraded your life, and you have people that are watching you, that's lurking on your pages, that's making fake pages, accounts, trying to see what you got going on. But you moving around, you traveling, you know, you're about to travel, you getting them passports, you doing what it is to make you happy now. You are no longer living for other people. You're living for yourself now, and that's a good thing. So thank y'all for watching my reading for today, but just know that you are on the right track. Peace, love, and blessings to all of y'all. Bye.